Okay, what I've done is some people have posted very positive things about Giuliani on YouTube, so I decided to do a little test, because some of them smell suspiciously like Millionaire Rudy's staff. They hire people whose sole job is to go on the internet and post great things about Rudy. It's one of Hitler and Stalin's oldest tricks, although they didn't have the internet. It's called propaganda. It's a deceptive little dirty trick that Giuliani, other people do it too, but it's wrong. And what I did was I wanted to see if these were people who are just regular voters and taxpayers who don't know because they believed all the lies they heard in the newspapers, or if they are Rudy trolls. If they're a sincere taxpayer, they want to know if Rudy doubled the debt of New York City. They want to know if he increased taxes, if he increased crime. They want to know the truth. And since I live in New York City and lived in New York City the whole time, before Giuliani was mayor, during and after, I've seen all the changes in New York City, and I can tell you, they lied about everything. Not one thing you've heard about Giuliani, except that he's a psychopath with a temper, is true. He was the greatest failure in human history, except for with propaganda. But don't get me started. I'll talk about that in other videos. Check this out. What I did was, I had a conversation with a guy named D. Donovan Dog. I decided to talk to him privately, so there wouldn't be any flaming. I said, let me see if this guy's for real. It turns out he isn't. Look at this. All you can bring up is Bernie Kerik. Really? You can look at my videos. I bring up a lot more than Bernie Kerik. So we know the person is not a sincere taxpayer. They're trying to do a little shiftiness. They're writing stuff that's completely false because Giuliani's people can't defend him. Now check this out. Here's the clue. Rudy Giuliani's record of improving New York in so many ways is in fact public record. And you can find it at Join Rudy 2008, and there they actually provide links to articles and videos by respectable news sources that prove the statistics. You mean to tell me that Rudy's website praising Rudy praises Rudy, and it links to stories in the paper that praised Rudy? I can't believe that. And you mean it used sources such as the New York Times and New York Post, who got hundreds of millions of dollars from Giuliani to write nice things about him? And, wait, there's still more. And where did the New York Times and the New York Post get the statistics that they used for their stories in the first place? A man called Rudy Giuliani. You could ask Hitler, hey Hitler, are you gassing millions of Jews? He would say no. Then you could say, well, do you have any evidence? And he could say, well, I'll show you one of the German newspapers that says I'm not murdering anyone. Of course, I threatened to murder the editors if they didn't write the lies that I tell them to write. This guy, he's not stupid. No American is that stupid. Well, there are some Americans who are that stupid. This guy is full of crap. All you gotta do is go to any of my videos and say, you made up all that graffiti. You made up all of that stuff. I mean, I live in New York City, and I love crime, apparently. I hate Rudy because he got rid of crime. My house used to get burglarized. Rudy stopped that. I'm mad. I liked my house getting burglarized. I liked it when I got 18 bikes stolen. Man, I don't want Rudy to lower crime. Fucking Rudy. I'll show him. I'm gonna lie about him. He solved crime, and I'm mad about it, because I love being robbed. He lowered my taxes. I hate low taxes. I wish my taxes were high. Damn, I'm gonna smear Rudy so he doesn't lower taxes when he's president, because I hate lower taxes. I love higher taxes. I love when politicians hire their friends who turn out to be crooks. I love that. I'm just smearing Rudy. Come on, asshole. If Rudy was great, and I've lived in New York City for 15 years, wouldn't I want him as mayor? Wouldn't I want him for president? Why don't I want him, you retard? Because I wasn't dumb enough to believe all the lies the newspaper said because Rudy paid them to lie. And you can see it with Bush. Bush didn't even have to pay the journalists to lie. The reporters work for the corporations. The corporations put the politicians in office to pass laws to benefit those corporations. It's pretty elementary, but some retards, like this guy, D. Donovan Dog, what's his name? I think he might have said he was 18 though. If you click it on, maybe he's got an excuse. Let's see here. It says he's 18. He lives in the United States. 18 years old. He admitted to me he was 18. So you mean, in other words, you don't know a shitload about life, do you? But you're some dumb little asshole Republican wannabe, and you try to hop on the Giuliani bandwagon. Here's his assignment. Go post pro-Rudy shit on websites. Crap. You're a fucking sellout to your friends and neighbors and mankind, D. Donovan Dog, and the rest of you Rudy trolls. If you really wanted to know the truth, you'd ask for details. If you don't want to know the truth, we know you're a Rudy troll. troll and not a real human being or a real American who would give a shit about the potential for their taxes to explode, who would give a shit about a monkey named Rudy Giuliani who exploded crime. They would want to know a man who destroyed New York City in every way by every criteria. Nobody, not one conservative, not one liberal says Rudy doubling New York City's debt is great. We need more leadership like that. Nobody. The problem is Americans don't know he doubled New York City's debt. They didn't even report that in New York City. The New York Post wouldn't report it. The New York Times wouldn't report it. No one would report it because then they would lose tens of millions of dollars courtesy of Giuliani. Wake the fuck up, retard, or move to Iran, because Giuliani should be running for president of Iran because he hates freedom, he hates America, and he belongs in Iran. You have a right to hate America. Just move to Iran, you fucking right-wing nut jobs. You love religion? So does Iran. Disappear. America stands for no religion. Separation of church and state. Go to Iran, please. Thank you. Have a nice day.